Tired? Tired?
Yeah, give me a massage, Auntie Esther.
You give me a massage. Just kidding, no. You can't touch me.
Why not?
Oh, God.
No.
Why not? You don't like my camera on?
wish.
No?
No. Off camera, please.
Off camera?
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
okay.
Oh,
Cut,
snap.
Cut now. We're gonna do some stuff.
Chef Brian Tsao here, not your typical chef, and today I'm going to be reacting to Uncle Roger meet his favorite chef featuring Auntie Esther. Now, before I go on with today's episode, I do want to shout out my latest sous chef level patrons, Frederick Patrick, Juani Boy Gaming, and the Sizzling Punk. Thank you so much for your support. It really does mean so much to me. And if you have been watching and want to support this channel further, consider hitting the link in the description below. That will take you to my Patreon page where you can take advantage of some awesome perks. And lastly, if you would do me the immense favor of following me on Instagram at Chef Brian Tsao, that is my official Instagram page. There you can check in on what I do on a regular basis and connect with me directly, as that is the social media application I am most frequently on. I cannot speak today. And with that out of the way, let's react to some shit.
I always see you through screen. It's nice to see you in person.
Much better in person, right?
I don't know yet. I think through screen better.
Oh, shit.
So what are you doing in my city, Uncle Roger?
Uncle Roger actually doing stand-up show here with my nephew Nigel. You want to come?
I'll be there.
Okay, cool.
You know what's so crazy is I wanted to go to one of these shows so bad. He was playing at, I think, several dates at Gramercy Theater, which is my old stomping grounds. I used to have a restaurant in the area. I go to shows at Gramercy Theater all the time. But I was in the middle of opening up my sandwich shop, Mission Sandwich Social, which many of you guys have actually made it out to the shop to visit, try a sandwich, say hi to me. You know, I've been working there pretty much 7 days a week. In fact, today is like my first time taking an off day in maybe like 3 to 4 weeks. But I was bummed out to miss this. Nigel did offer, he did invite me to the October show when he comes back into town. Hey, Uncle Roger, I'm looking out for those tickets, all right? Huh? Don't forget about me, huh?
So we're making your favorite chicken curry with cheese katsu on ramen noodles.
Ah, that three of my favorite things.
By the way, I have no idea what this episode is about, other than it's Esther and Uncle Roger getting together to collab. So I didn't know it was for this chicken katsu dish. If it's Esther's dish, I know it's going to be good. So let's keep watching.
Ramen and Auntie Esther.
You know I had to bust out your favorite kitchen equipment, the mortar and pestle. You can do the pounding, I'll just watch.
What? You don't want to pound?
I'm all about the pounding too. Better be good at it.
Uncle Roger need to win Auntie Esther approval.
Cumin seeds, dry curry leaves.
So it looks like they're making curry paste from scratch, which is no easy feat. Admittedly, I've never made a curry paste completely from scratch. I'm actually studying up on it because I plan to do my own Thai curry video. Eventually, I got to get the egg fried rice video out first. It's all filmed. The first draft of the editing has been done. It's coming, guys, I promise.
I know you've made curry many times. Have you ever seen 14 spices that go in curry?
No, don't show this to Jamie Oliver. It's gonna be like,
Oh, he's gonna be confused.
14 things I don't know about. Emotional damage. Jamie olive oil.
I'm a fan of Jamie.
You're a fan of...
Yeah.
Esther.
Why?
Yeah.
Am I gonna get canceled now?
Yeah.
From your
All my
fans?
fans are gonna cancel you. You like Jamie Oliver. What else you like? BBC food?
Hey everyone, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, HelloFresh. Now, if I'm going to be brutally honest with you, as a professional chef, I've never really given HelloFresh a chance. But after opening up a new business, after having this YouTube channel, trying to be in a band, trying to do this and that, the last thing I want to do is spend time to go to the supermarket and also figure out what I'm gonna cook. I also do not want to be eating out every night or ordering in, because I always preach that the best meals are the meals that you cook yourself, because not only is it an invaluable skill, but it's also good for you. And that's when I changed my tune about HelloFresh, because I received my package in the middle of the day. I didn't get home until 8 or 9, but it comes in this awesome cooler box When I opened the package 8-9 hours later, everything was still cold, fresh, neatly organized, really easy to understand. And also, the pre-packaged sauces and everything just really helps with my OCD. I save a ton of time because I don't need to go to the supermarket, but I'm also saving time because everything is pre-portioned for me and it's easy to understand. Also, HelloFresh helps you with your goals because it gives you a lot of flexibility to tailor the meals to your needs. So for someone like me who always carries on an extra few pounds, it's kind of nice being able to tailor the meals to a bit more of the healthier side. Now, for the first meal we did in my household, we did the buffalo spice crispy chicken cutlets. Actually, I should say my wife made the buffalo spice crispy chicken cutlets, but she did it perfectly and it was absolutely delicious thanks to the super easy to understand instructions that came with the package, as well as the pre-portioned ingredients. Also, I gotta add that HelloFresh aims for sustainability using recyclable packaging, but also reducing food waste because they give you exactly what you need. So not only are you helping yourself, but you're also helping the environment. Go to HelloFresh.com and use the code ChefBrianSao16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. Again, that's HelloFresh.com. Use the code ChefBrianSao16, up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. Three surprise gifts.
Red chili, star anise, fenugreek, Indian bay leaves, Kashmiri chili. Let's start pounding. What are you
Too
doing?
much shit in there. Uncle Roger, usually I cover this when I'm pounding, but for the camera.
Dude, you're getting shit everywhere.
Just for the camera. You never pound for camera before? You have to like make it look good.
Pornhub would like this.
Pornhub actually follow Uncle Roger on Instagram. That my backup career.
I saw that.
How bad is your neighborhood? Police, ambulance everywhere.
This is Flatbush Avenue in New York City, okay? Get with the program, it's New York.
This Mokbar location, as she mentioned, is on Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn. And that particular location is actually across the street from where I grew up. As a kid, my father had a gas station on the corner of Dean Street and Flatbush Avenue. So like across the street and a couple blocks down, which is now actually the entrance to the Barclays Center. If you're not from New York, that may not make any sense to you. No, my dad didn't get rich out of it. He got eminent domained and we got screwed over pretty bad. But you know, such is life.
Your pestle and mortar too small. It's spilling everywhere.
We like it tight here, okay?
This what you think tight is? Is this, you think this tight?
Tired? Tired?
Yeah, give me a massage, Auntie Esther.
You give me a massage. Just kidding, no. You can't touch me.
Why not?
Oh, God.
No.
Why not? You don't like my camera on?
wish.
No?
No. Off camera, please.
Off camera?
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
okay.
Oh,
cut,
snap.
Cut now. Cut. You're gonna do some stuff. You
No,
got,
no,
you
no,
got
no.
back room?
This is my serial killer gloves.
Ah. Uncle Roger actually really enjoyed that. Do that again. Do that again.
Jesus! Chicken thigh. You've seen one of these before.
What is that?
It's called a meat mallet.
Oh, my
Yeah.
parent used to beat me with that.
With this side or this side?
Both sides.
Both sides, no wonder you look like that.
Ooh!
Damn.
Well, you have to be gentle, but also fierce, okay?
Okay, so they're gonna make chicken katsu, basically a chicken cutlet. So with a chicken cutlet, typically you want to pound it out, flatten it. It does a couple things. Number one, it makes it thinner, but it also tenderizes it because as you pound it with a meat mallet, it actually breaks the fibers apart, and you can see that they're doing it between 2 sheets of plastic. That does a couple of things. Number one, it just keeps things generally cleaner, but also as you're pounding, it's just a touch more gentle because like the plastic is sort of holding it together, and it's just kind of being pushed flat, versus if you were to hit it directly with a mallet, it would still tear it, but it wouldn't be as neat, I guess is the best way I can explain it.
Good, pretty good.
Okay. I have a plethora of options for pounding. A rolling pin. Oh my God. Hey, you know, imagine someone's face here that you hate.
Auntie Esther face. But you look like you already been hit like this over and over again.
Oh, okay. Well, you look like you've been hit by this, so.
Why you have so much thing like this in your kitchen? What is this? 50 Shades of Orange, is it?
You know,
You guys are right. This is really a good. This is a good episode. I feel like I'm not really talking much about the food. I'm just laughing a lot. Man, their banter is so good. But I always like, you know, I'm not super tight with Esther, but every time I do hang out with her, she is a lot of fun, and she is very quick, snappy, and smart. And basically, you know, my experiences with Esther are exactly like you see on camera. Witty, smart, fun, and just a cool cat.
I prefer it girthy.
More stuff.
I told you, I don't mess around. So if you don't have a rolling pin or a meat mallet, you can also use a heavy-set pan.
This auntie is so violent. You need therapy.
She is Korean, after all. She is Korean.
I think that's why you're single.
Who said I'm single?
Oh,
There's a line
shit.
out the door, okay?
What line? She keeps saying line camera. See? It's empty. She keeps saying
You're
got
already
line.
in.
She's delusional.
You don't need to touch the chicken. Only I touch the meat.
Why? I come all the way here from London. Let
To
me
touch
touch
me?
your meat.
Oh, no. Mm-mm. Special. You gotta earn it. We have mozzarella cheese, and we're gonna cut it. Oopsies.
Oh.
Oh snap! Trying to hide the label away from the camera. No, that happens. Anyway, so she's using mozzarella that's clearly a firmer mozzarella. It's not like a fresh mozzarella that's very soft that you can pretty much like tear apart with your bare hands very easily. You can with that mozzarella. It'll be a lot tougher though, but that's definitely it's not aged, but you know, it's a drier mozzarella. It's more for slicing. This mozzarella is actually very commonly used for Chicago-style deep dish pizza. You know, a deep dish pizza, depends who you speak to, isn't even a pizza at all. I'm from New York, okay? All right? Just saying, it's more like a pie. Still delicious. However, when they do their pizza, they use this type of mozzarella, which again it's drier, has less water content, and when you stack on so much cheese into this deep dish pizza, you're going to be trapping in more moisture. So if you use fresh mozzarella for that application, it'll actually, you know, make it a soggy, watery mess, which is why a mozzarella like this is ideal for something, you know, something that's going to have more mass generally. Also, that type of mozzarella will be much better for grating and using for like a New York style pizza versus a margarita, which uses fresh mozzarella that you typically cut into like large disc shapes and you spread it around sporadically versus an even sprinkling, because that mozzarella, again, fresh mozzarella has a lot of moisture. This type of mozzarella is a lot drier and does not have as much moisture.
That's what you get when you eat at Auntie Esther restaurant. Paper in your food.
We're making a cheese katsu. The cheese is in the middle, so when you cut open, it'll like ooze out.
Ah.
Do you ever have
So
this
squirting.
before?
No, Uncle Roger never seen that before.
You want to touch the meat?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So gross. Okay, so now we're gonna make the curry. Butter, we'll add some flour to that. Remember that pounding you did with all the 14 spices? I'm gonna add that. Cook it, make sure there's no lumps. So we're sweating the onions, garlic.
I should mention, I'm almost positive Esther is going to be making a Korean or Japanese style curry, which is very different from an Indian style curry or a Thai style curry. Remember I mentioned in the Jamie Oliver, Uncle Roger reacts to Jamie Oliver curry videos, I always mention that Jamie Oliver was putting the coconut milk at the very end, where traditionally he was trying to make Thai style curries and he was putting the coconut milk in the end, was supposed to go in the beginning. You cook it on a high heat and you actually break what's called breaking the emulsion, separating the milk solids from the fat, and then you get this kind of oily glisten. That is not how Korean and Japanese curries typically look like, nor do they contain coconut milk. So my mom made me a lot of curry growing up. My dad hated it, but I absolutely loved it. But my mom used these like they look like chocolate bars that you break off pieces, but they're pretty much like curry bouillon cubes that you pour water in and it makes you an instant curry powder. But obviously Esther is doing it from scratch. She put the curry powder with that butter, with the fat, and it looks like in another pan she's cooking some garlic and onions. Let's keep watching.
Carrots.
Uncle Roger don't like vegetable.
What?
No, why?
It builds
Uncle
stamina.
Roger's got to have some stinky ass farts.
Stamina. Uncle Roger got a lot of that. Have you not seen my pounding? Pound for 3 hours.
You need to see a little bit more than that, all right?
3 hours not enough for you? Uncle Roger need to go to sleep.
I like the all-day fare.
That's why you need a line of men. They take turns.
Exactly. We let that cook, 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 cook. Smells pretty good, right?
Just smell like curry.
You know, Japanese and Korean curry, it's very different.
Yeah, you stole it from India. Uncle Roger gonna find Indian auntie next time.
I'd like you to try.
Less dirty.
You're not into my dirty jokes? I'm a chef, Uncle Roger.
Auntie Liz dirty also, so I understand.
Auntie Liz and Auntie Esther are good friends. English peas.
Pea, no, English
Yes,
food.
come on.
I come all the way here and you make me
My mom often put English peas or, those types of peas into her curry when
Fresh
she
peas,
made it.
it's in season. Of course, you know
And
what
it's
this
in
is.
season. True that.
The king of flavor, MSG flavor.
That is gross.
Gross? Where gross? Your turn. Don't you like MSG?
I'd rather do a line.
Let's do a line, come. Give me credit card.
I mean, that's actually pretty good. My whole mouth is tingling now.
Lick it off my finger, lick.
You lick it off your finger.
I thought you like licking thing.
Not licking you.
My finger not dirty enough for you?
Yeah, no, definitely not. Damn, that's a lot of MSG. To simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes. The chicken, you're just gonna bread it and fry it.
Nice.
Okay?
So with the chicken, I'm not sure if she froze it or if she just rolled it up into a roulette and, let it kind of sit like that overnight. Maybe she did one the day before and she's using that one for the actual cooking, and the one she made on camera with Uncle Roger was made the day of. Nothing wrong with that. I've done that many times for video shoots where basically you do the preparation on camera, but you have a whole set that you prepared the day before just for the sake of saving time, because I feel that if she were to bust open that package that she just made, it wouldn't have held together as tightly as you saw when she was breading it. Just an observation. Again, nothing wrong with it.
Cook the ramen noodle.
Yes, please.
Okay? You just put in boiling water for 1 minute.
20 minutes later.
Now we're ready to plate.
Okay. Good. They didn't cook the ramen for 20 minutes later.
Got our ramen noodles, which we're gonna just...
Oh, we cooked there for
It's okay.
cooked there for 10 minutes now. Uncle
I
Roger
took it out, okay?
Oh, okay. So they did cook it for way too long. Stay out of the pro kitchen, Uncle Roger. Stay out of the pro kitchen.
Forgot about
Uncle
it.
Roger forgot I'm cooking the noodle. Maybe I just want to spend more time with you, so I fuck it up on purpose.
Jesus.
Nice.
This looks so good.
It's the moment
Beautiful.
of truth.
Wow, you see that metal bowl, very traditional
Jesus.
in Korea. Very common to see metal chopsticks, metal bowls, metal cups. I know there's a historical reason for that. I don't want to butcher it up, but I'm sure one of you out there know the history behind it a lot more. I know it has something to do with wartime and manufacturing, and the metal was much more readily available than making glassware. Something like that. Again, I don't want to butcher it up. I'd prefer if one of you told me. Please enlighten us. But that looks absolutely beautiful. So it's a curry ramen with what appears to be carrots, onions, garlic, potato, peas, and then she made that wonderful chicken katsu with the mozzarella inside. Beautiful. It looks like the katsu was placed under a salamander after they cut it open to brown the cheese. Really nice extra step. They didn't show as much of the cooking as I thought they would. I think, this is more of a collaboration video highlighting Esther, her restaurant, her cooking prowess. Not so much of a instructional video per se, but regardless, I've been to Mokbar in Chelsea Market before. Fantastic place. Again, I'm a big fan of Esther's. I'm a friend of Esther's. All the success she has is very well deserved.
This looks so good.
It's the moment of truth. It's hot. Careful.
Woo.
Come on, we'll see.
Now that gets
This
awkward.
will get my final approval.
It's good? It's good?
Yeah? Yeah?
What about ramen? You call that licking? Hiya. Good?
I would say slurping is pretty common in Asia. You know, it's not as frowned upon as it is here in the West. At least that's my observation.
I can taste all the MSG in there.
Is your mouth tingling?
Is that because you're nervous around me?
No.
For me personally, I prefer to have this style of curry with rice more than I do ramen. However, Esther is known for doing ramen, Korean-style ramen restaurants. That's her forte. I'm sure either or will be absolutely delicious. Let's keep watching. I guess the cooking part's over and they're just going to the show part.
Auntie Esther. She actually here in crowd tonight for you. Do you guys want to see her come on stage with me? Come, Auntie Esther, come over there. This best chef in New York, She run OK Korean shop.
So that's the guy who came to eat 2 days in a row?
Yeah. She keep giving me free food. So Auntie Esther, Uncle Roger feel very lucky to know the most beautiful chef, the most talented, most beautiful chef. So Uncle Roger have one question for you. Do you have Nigella Lawson number?
She wouldn't want me to give it to you, so
Really?
sorry.
Hi. Do you want to come visit me in London? I'll give you bag of MSG if you come visit me in London. This is how Uncle Roger bribe women with white powder. Do you guys want to see Auntie Esther go to London? Esther.
Okay, fine.
Fine for you.
What a way to get a girl to go visit you by putting them on stage and getting a crowd to chant your name to go. You know, this video wasn't so much about, it wasn't an actual cooking tutorial, as I mentioned earlier. It was more highlighting Esther, her restaurants, her dishes, this meeting of these two amazing, you know, modern Asian culinary superpowers. You know, Uncle Roger bringing in the comedic part, calling out the bullshit on bad Asian cookery, and collabing with someone who has a really strong command over Asian cookery, but also a brilliant businesswoman and a brilliant chef. Watching this really made me happy. I'm not even gonna give it a score. You know, honestly, it gave me the feels a bit, and I say that in a non-perverted way. It was really nice to watch this for a few reasons. Number one, when I was first, and this is going to trail off a little bit, but I feel it's very important to say a few things at the end of this video because I have been very emotional. So number one, initially, I was not really a fan of Uncle Roger because he was using this stereotypical Asian voice that I got made fun of growing up as a young kid, and at one point adopted that voice myself, cracking all kinds of Asian jokes at the expense of myself and my own culture for a easy, cheap laugh. However, when I started to really listen to what Uncle Roger was saying, and what he was identifying, it really meant a lot to me because he was kind of taking ownership of this thing that was meant to demean some, you know, people like us of Asian descent, and owning it and spitting it back into their faces, and, you know, going to people who are claiming to be a pro in showing you how to make an authentic dish when they're absolutely, you know, butchering it. So I've come to really appreciate what Nigel, what the Uncle Roger character's about, and seeing his success, doing his world tour, his videos getting millions of views. As an Asian American, it makes me very proud to watch that, because there was a point where I told my father as a young kid, hey, I'd love to be an actor. And my dad said, that doesn't happen for Asian people. You know, literally word for word is what he would tell me. You know, just be prepared to work, and that's all you can hope for, you know. And then to watch Esther, you know, someone who's from, you know, the same city as me. And when I first met her and became friends with her, she only had Mokbar in Chelsea Market, and she was just getting in, you know, just kind of starting the planning of her Brooklyn location. So now to see her with multiple locations, great social media presence, and also several ghost kitchens, man, good for you. I you know, it's really inspiring to see. And then these two people coming together and making this video, It's really, really nice to see. As I mentioned, very inspiring, and I don't know why, but it just makes me very proud and happy for them. And I'm gonna end this video on kind of a somber note. I recently had a friend complete suicide, and I say complete because there are people who attempt it and don't go through with it. But Trevor Sternad of the band Black Dahlia Murder, him and I became friends over this past winter when he appeared on my web series Sandwich Sunday. And I've worked in mental health for a long time in suicide prevention, and even I couldn't see this coming from from a million miles away. So I want to dedicate this episode to you, Trevor. And seeing a video like this of a collab like Uncle Roger and Esther, it's really good to see good people get together and do wonderful things. So be good to one another. Always support one another, because you never know how much that could help someone. So support one another, be there for one another, because high tide raises all ships. And guys, you have no idea how much you may help someone just by lending a listening ear or giving that little bit of extra help. And with that said, I am Chef Brian Tsao, not your typical chef, and I'll see you really soon.